G'day, it's AB. And ready for the big question? If you had to choose just one tool, which tool should you be choosing in the middle of 2025? It really is a tough one. Let's walk through some of the options and I'll give you my recommendation. There's a lot of large language models out there that are multimodal, that do text, they do images, they do video. Um, the number one, by all means, would be ChatGPT by OpenAI. You can go chatgpt.com or even chat.com or find it via openai.com. ChatGPT is certainly the thought leader around the world. It's probably fairly true that they quite often lose the leaderboard, if that's of interest to you, to someone else, but they're pretty much the first to reclaim it. That sort of means that they may get beaten by a smidgen by one of the other models that I'll talk to next, but they pretty much are just about guaranteed to come back strong. Now, leaderboards are great. They really do set the scene for the bleeding edge, but for us mere mortals, that's also encouraging that they are constantly changing. Indeed, in the middle of 2025, we are desperately awaiting the release of ChatGPT 5. Any day now, we're promised. So ChatGPT, for me, is probably the number one all-rounder. It does have a few small failings, but its biggest positive is that it has memories. We'll discuss this deeper in a different video, but memories is the thing that basically gets you up to speed faster. Anything that you have a conversation with, it can add to its memories, and that means that its context about you and the things you like to talk about remains firmer. Probably second on the list is Gemini, Google Gemini. It's definitely leading some leaderboards in code completion, in technical prowess, and indeed context window, so able to have more length of conversation, bigger documents. It is free, walk up, the same Plus and Pro kind of plans from there. Essentially, it is fantastic for code and for general tools. It does have memory, and it really is going feature for feature with OpenAI. So that's a number two, and by all means, between ChatGPT and Gemini, both on free plans, is perfectly fine. You can cope really well. If credits run out on one, you may have enough of a chat history to keep on going on the next. In probably easy third place is Claude, Claude.com by Anthropic. They are firmly a code-focused large language model, taking the world by storm, both for its IDE, its coding environment, as well as its backend, being able to come into your tools when you're doing coding. No less powerful with large language, but definitely not multimodal in the same way. It may be able to output some imagery, but not quite to the same level as ChatGPT. They're really the top tier. They are absolutely leading in terms of depth and breadth. Hallucinations are rare. You probably can rephrase your question, and in doing so, stop any of that from going deep dark and going a bit wild. The second tier, though, certainly do have a few issues where they can't comply. Microsoft Copilot is fantastic. It's fantastic for text, but is not as multimodal. Facebook's Meta, in the same way, is really good, but you don't ask it to do an image. It doesn't have memories. And its voice mode is certainly not a slight to OpenAI's natural sounding voice. There's many then that form the pyramid from there of options. Everyone is doing a large language model, a chat interface, coding interface. Many of them reuse and not resell, but they back end and on-sell those larger models. X's, Twitter's Grok is one of those that is unique, bespoke, highly pointed, focused, probably not a general purpose tool. Fantastic for stimulating social media conversation, but not a lot else. And then there are a plethora, in fact, many plethora of other models out there. These are just the above the line commercial tools. There are a whole host of open source ones. Essentially, if you want to know the provenance of them, the history, where they came from, what they were trained on, that's certainly the leading ones. DeepSeek is really good. It's an amazing large language model. The DeepSeek.com interface is really good. It does have a few idiosyncrasies regarding Western country prompts and what it allows and what it doesn't allow. But that can be likened to other Western countries who don't allow you to describe how to build a bomb. So it's perfectly normal to have limitations on front ends. Most people shouldn't be hitting those limits anyway. So there's a range of options, but if you had to choose just one, in the middle of 2025. My money, quite literally, is on ChatGPT, OpenAI. It's consistently the number one or the number two. And with the final eventual release of ChatGPT version 5, we're promised to get rid of all these model problems of which model does what. The central claim is it'll be smart enough to understand what you're asking, itself figure out which model is the best suited to help you, and then go from there. So I don't think it's going to get any worse in a hurry. There are pundits who can call the death of it, and this is the end of it. That's not true. There's incredible value to be gotten from any of these large ones that I've named. ChatGPT is certainly the one to try first. By all means, log in, though. Free walk-up anonymous is not good because you can't save memories. At least log in, but choose the free tier. That will start the premise of actually having memories saved, sessions saved. So give that a go first. Google Gemini if you're more of a coder or wish to try the other one. Microsoft Copilot is embedded into your office tools, is certainly close to hand. From there, though, you're getting into quite pointed tools that are definitely fantastic in some areas, but may have limitations on others. Give that a go, and best of luck.